I've reduced the heat. I was an idiot and stopped the broadcast. Panic basket! Whatever. It's usually quicker anyway. I got a full tank of gas and I'm on my way. And traffic's gonna suck. I can already see this. One of these days I need to remember to look at my damn thing before I go. Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, in that order. Because I'm going from East Coast all the way around. I know nobody's watching me. I know this. I don't care right now. I'm having too much fucking fun till I look at this traffic. Anyways, how y'all doing? I hope you're doing well. Today is a day that I'm enjoying very much because I'm not doing anything after this. And you're gonna pull in front of me. Oh, I got a fart. That's gonna be fun. I was sneaky and slightly underhanded. I was able to get through the lines to the underside. It was fun and educational. I screwed that word up and I don't give a tail. I tried to rhyme a word with a nonsensical word. That almost fucking worked, but I'm a retard. What do you get when you cross this and that? What do you get when you cross that? I'm losing my I'm losing my mind. That's fine. I will try to find my place in the diary of Jay as I look the other way. Oh, brother. Hey, look, I have a blue line. The sun is trying to kill me! Actually, it is. That's what radiation is. It's fun. Meat is delicious. Meat is life. I have issues with vegetarianism. I have major issues. Why do I have issues with it? It's very simple. Because of the fact of the matter, it's just plants. And technically, our bodies aren't designed for that. In massive theory, if you honestly think about it. They're not designed for grains. They're not designed for all this other stuff that comes from, well, they're not designed for chemicals either, but we put them in as, says the guy who has a shit ton of Mountain Dew in his system. Anyways.
Starting to build in the usual spots on the freeways. Traffic is service of Donato's Pizza. Introducing Donato's new drive.
Anyways, so yeah, that's the reason is because if you think about it, we were hunters and gatherers for many, many moons in the ways of ancestors and what we've come from, being the cavemen to now, where we have massive roads that lead from one part of a country to another. We have countries, we have governments, we have all this stuff. But at the same time, if you honestly think about it, we lived off of meat. We lived off of all this other stuff. Now there was, I mean, creatures back then may not have had the best in the ways of, you know, they basically were actual animals. They weren't raised, they weren't herded, they weren't chemicalized, they weren't any of this other stuff. And I get that, but at the same time, you know what? The fact of the matter is, our bodies were designed to handle meat. I mean, really, we were made to be just like every other animal on the planet. We're omnivores, and we can eat both. But the fact of the matter is, you know, we sort of evolved into being able to eat bread, corn, all that sort of stuff, because we stopped hunting and gathering and started settling down. Be it because of beer and anything like that or whatever, I still think the fact of the matter is our bodies were designed to handle meat and vegetables and fruit. But I don't like those other two, so I don't eat those because I'm a savage. Savages are fun. We destroy things. Of course, my beard doesn't make me look any better. It just makes me look goofy when I try to make evil faces. I've been tempted before I fly out to completely just shave off the beard. I'm going to trim it up, but I'm probably I was thinking of going through and just cutting it off. But I had a consensus from a community I'm in to, no, don't shave it off. Don't shave the beard off. So for now, I'm not. And it's mainly because of, well, everyone who spoke. Cramble didn't get a vote. Everybody else did. Cramble said to shave it. Now I've shaved my beard off numerous times, and this is roughly 6 months. Roughly. Maybe a little long. Actually, a little shorter than that, because I shaved it before I started working there. But, yeah, now I can just shave all this and just leave my goatee. I have a really long-ass goatee. I mean, it goes down to here full of hairs. It's a really long-ass goatee. Why are we stopped? Seriously, why the fuck are we stopped? I've tweeted out the broadcast. Doesn't mean anybody's gonna show up, but I've tweeted it. Oh, that was tasty. I had cinnamon roll pizzas. Pizza rolls. That's the phrase I'm going for. I might make some different pizza rolls this time. Actually, like true pepperoni rolls. I know what I need to do. I need to go to Gordon today. Or tomorrow. Nah, they're open till 8 today. I'll head over there on the way home and get myself some pizza sauce. What in the fuck is going on? Fucking seriously. Some bullshit right here. I really, really, really need to chat back. I really need someone to interact with. My brain's just doing things. Hello! Hello, whoever has joined. I saw a number there. I now no longer see a number there. But hello, because I know my phone's freaky like that sometimes. But hello, how are you? I'm doing well. I'm currently driving home, chit-chatting with my phone, because I don't want to listen to the music right now. Well, the music that's on there, because if I do, this whole thing will get muted and or copyright hit, which is a bunch of BS. Because it's radio. It's not my choice of what's playing. It's my choice of station, but everything that's on the radio is copyright, so. And I know that I'll probably, if I monetize this because I'm talking out against things and bad things will happen, blah, 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 whatever. You know, it is what it is. I still like YouTube. I still love Twitch. Speaking of Twitch, Twitch is interesting to me right now. The fact that they're allowing you to go through and have closed captioning. It'd be hard if it was, you know, kind of a live broadcast. Simply because of the fact of the matter, I know stenographers are quick, but damn, that's fast. That's like 300 words a minute, because that's how fast you can talk. You can type 300 words a minute. That's disgusting. I know people that can do like 250, but 300, damn. And then the whole Apple phone with no headphone jack. What were you thinking? Oh, we're doing everything wireless because wireless is the technology that's not already a crowded network. And, you know, wireless isn't Bluetooth, which is, you know, short range. That's not a crowded network at all when you start getting near people. So not crowded. Same with, you know, Wi-Fi. That's not a crowded network at all. That 2.4 gigahertz spectrum. No, that's even the 5 gigahertz spectrum. No, that's totally not a crowded system. That's not like you're trying to rub assholes to elbows. I mean, yeah, more wireless technology, so we have to rely more on batteries and losing shit. Sorry, that don't work for me. Part of the reason I won't get an iPhone. I know a lot of people will switch from an iPhone because that headphone, which is older than dog shit, is dead on that phone. But you know what? I prefer having a headphone jack as something to go back on. Headphones you can get for dirt cheap. I know with the adventation of this wireless iPhone, there will be a lot more wireless headphones now because people will bitch and moan. I can't get headphones for my iPhone now. And they'll do that kind of stuff. Maybe not the but they'll do that kind of stuff, and it's ridiculous. I have cheap headphones. The batteries last 20 minutes. And that's because they're wireless and they're Bluetooth. And I can't hear it when I go into certain places. Well, that's your cell phone signal. Sorry. But, you know, the technology that they're putting into that for the wireless networks and the ways of the cell signal, other companies have already had that. It's nothing new. It's nothing innovative. I mean, look at something like the S7. That supports LTE-A. That supports all the other different bands of LTE. It's just the US has a very constrained system when it comes to wireless. Other countries are getting much higher speeds on their networks. And since at one point companies gave us an unlimited data plan because they never thought this would take off, i.e. the company I'm on, Sprint, they proceeded to go through and just, you know, that's the only way Sprint can survive is keeping everything unlimited. But truthfully, you know, everybody should have unlimited internet in the ways of data. There shouldn't be a data cap. But at the same time, we should invest money into going through and having these higher speeds like the LTE-A. And, you know, while 5 gigahertz I know is a wondrous technology, I also know it's a short-range technology. Because that's what Sprint was using before they swapped over to LTE Advanced. Or LTE Plus, I'm sorry, as they're calling it. And that's the other thing. Everybody requires their own naming nomenclature for things. Just fucking stupid. Which is how we get all these fucked up acronyms, names, and nomenclatures for things. Shit like, you know, having to go through and do, what? Let me think here. Like calling RAM is a perfect example. RAM, memory. Now, granted, the terms are interchangeable between the two because RAM is memory and RAM stands for random access memory. So, it's part of it, the name. But you start getting into things like LTE and the way that it's named between Verizon, Sprint, AT&T. It's all LTE, but it's a long-term, sort of technology, but at the same time, it has its namings for each system because we want to make ours sound cooler, so you'll come to our network. Does Verizon probably have better coverage? Possibly. I haven't been everywhere with Sprint. I haven't seen the towers that Sprint or AT&T or anybody else has built. What should be happening is everyone should just use the same damn band, but on slightly different channels, which is a lot of what's happening. But that's also partly in fault of the FCC, because the FCC says, "Oh, you can buy this. You can buy this thing. You can buy this bandwidth from us, and you can go through and you can have this to sit and sell to people and put phones and satellites and all this other stuff on it." But, in the long run, it's just a bunch of marketing and everything else because we're a consumerist country, and if I could breathe through my nose, that would be sweet. But I can't, apparently, today. Anyways, let me see if I can get the hell over, because this is my exit. Maybe. If I can get the hell over. If anybody is actually watching me, because I know it says a big old goose egg on there. If anybody is watching me and you do agree with me that everything that Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, T-Mobile, Cricket, which is AT&T, and all these other companies do to sit there and just market to you so that you'll buy their service is a bunch of hoo-ha, give me a hell yeah on Twitter. Because I'm that much of a dork. But no, in all seriousness, it's ridiculous the amount of stuff that as Americans we have to go through. While we have a lot of liberties, we also have a lot of things that have been pruned back and taken away and everything else in the name of security, in the names of all these other things. Truth be told, like this whole thing with YouTube and what is advertiser friendly. Now, I get this. I mean, YouTube has an ad platform that people buy ads on. And they go through and they put their content on there. Sometimes that content is, similar to what should be talked about. Like, if I mention, hey, Mountain Dew, there might be a Mountain Dew ad if they have one placed upon my video when and if I try to monetize it. But at the same time, they have to keep advertisers happy, otherwise they won't keep coming. And then people on YouTube can't make money because there's no money from ads, so nobody's making cash. And I get that. But at the same time, when it comes to covering news, covering weather, covering sports, covering all those sort of things that people do, sit there and cover, people like who I've seen in the past, Phil DeFranco, and a couple others as well. You can't sit there and say, "Oh, this is horrible, type of thing. I'm not saying he does that, by the way. I'm demonizing other things. But it's the amount of stuff for how much an advertiser is worth more than the content that's being produced. And I get where YouTube's trying to get to. They're trying to get to a platform where they are one of the highest-ended video content creation systems out there, using things like YouTube Red, using things like, those things at their disposal, having award shows like they have in the past, which are corny as all fucking get out. And it's not because of the broadcasters that are on there or the people like Jesse Cox or anything like that. It's from the, well, how can I put it? I'm trying to think of a way that I can put it that sounds right. It's kind of, the cameras are too damn good. That's really what it boils down to. It doesn't look like a production broadcast. It looks like a broadcast of, you know, something a high-end YouTuber would do. Like Freddie Wong or somebody along those lines. Where they're using 60 frames per second. Rather than, or they're using 30 or 40 frames per second cameras and everything else. You know, it's not like, you know, there's certain things that everybody's doing that's exactly the same, that's giving you the exact same content. I'm probably just rambling at this point because my brain is thinking and I'm trying not to get in a wreck. But no, you know, in with the deep, dark recesses of the internet that do exist, that people don't visit because they're not indexed by Google, the back-end servers, the mainframes, anything out there that's not accessed by Google or Bing or DuckDuckGo or anything like that that goes out and indexes and robots this shit. You know, it's 6 of one, half does the other when it comes to certain things and certain aspects of how the web is. The dark web can be a fun place. It can be a scary place. And I am not sitting in this fucking traffic. I'm going this way. Which means it'll take me just a slight bit longer to get home. And I'm probably going to lose connection more times. But oh fucking well. That just means you guys get less of me who are not watching me. Skyping. Oh, I went down south to see my Sal, singing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. My Sal, she is a maiden fair, singing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Fare thee well, fare thee well, fare thee well, my fairy fay. For I'm going to Louisiana for to see my Susanna, singing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Oh, pardon me. But now, you know, I understand advertiser friendly. I do, in an aspect of, you know, you've got people paying you to put their product and their ads and things like that onto their different systems. And I get the problem that you guys have with it. But in the long run, you know, it's a matter of 6 of one, half dozen the other. Are you going to scare off more people by having something like that and from coming to your platform, and so they can't see and hear the things they've heard on there for 10 plus years of content from certain creators, where it's like not safe or things like that? I go through and I do this. I like to talk in my truck. I like to talk. I wish I had some way to talk and communicate with the other people on the other end of the spectrum. But, you know, until I can find a way to program and make this content that's on my phone where I can embed a YouTube chat onto here where it'll scroll past on a certain area, like maybe a line by line sort of system, then you know what, it's not going to do exactly what I want it to. But you know, it's just kind of that. That's kind of what it is. There's no real explanation. I don't know. I just don't know anymore. We have tons and tons of information. Be it stuff on people, be it stuff about subjects, be it stuff about this, that, and the other thing. We are an information-driven community and society. But at the same time, one has to ask the question sometimes, is too much too much? Is the knowledge that we have too much for a society to hold? Is it true? Somewhat. Is it true that, the term Google it is now common? Yeah. Is it a shame that, certain things like newspapers and all that sort of stuff and people who buy things off, physical places, those are turning into stores within stores because the product isn't selling. It's a place for people to go and look at something and not buy it. It's what it boils down to in the long run. Tonight I'm going home. I'm going to sit and I'm going to try to make my business cards for TwitchCon, which will be interesting as hell. Because of the fact of the matter, I'm going to go and I'm combining 3 images that I drew last night, which I put on Twitter, to go through and make a business card of everything that I do. I need to redo the truck one. I need to redo that. That looks like shit in my book. I thought it looked good, but I took too little time on it. I didn't take enough time on it. I didn't do perspectives right. That was part of my problem. Yes, I'm going to go and I'm going to redo. I'm going to actually make some business cards, not the goofy looking ones I had before. This one's going to have some of my art. This is my dragon, which has a smile. And I like the smile. I do. It doesn't show in the video, but I do like the smile. It's fun to do. Seems I'm going to sit at traffic lights now. Or there's a flagger up here because of some damn construction, or there's somebody trying to turn left, which I want to smack if that's the issue. Oh, but Jesus H. Christ. So much to do. I need to get some pizza sauce. I need to check the damn electrical system in here because it bothers the piss out of me that ABS constantly goes. And I've never had anybody tell me my ABS is bad. Nice turn signal, jackass! You know what? I think I'm gonna stop this for now. I'm gonna stop the video. I'm running out of shit to say to begin with, so yeah.